Hey, what's up, folks? Real question right quick. What are the important things to you in your life? Let's take a minute and touch on it. A philosophy professor stood before his class with some items on the table in front of him. When the class began, wordlessly, he picked up a very large empty mayonnaise jar, and he proceeded to fill that mayonnaise jar with a bunch of rocks, about 2 inches in diameter. He then asked the students if the jar was full. Of course, they agreed because the rocks filled up to the top of the jar. So the professor then picked up a box of pebbles. Now, I'm not talking about rocks this time, I'm talking about pebbles that are a little smaller. And he picked up the box of pebbles and he poured the pebbles into the jar. And he shook the jar lightly. The pebbles, of course, rolled into the open areas between the rocks. If you can picture that, you got the pebbles just rolling in between the rocks that already filled the jar up. So you got the rocks in there and you got the smaller pebbles. He then asked the students again if the jar was full. They agreed that the jar was full. Just think about it. Picture that jar full of rocks. Now you got pebbles that's kind of filling up the space that the rocks are not taking up. So then the professor picks up a box of sand. And he takes this box of sand and he poured it all into the jar. Of course, the sand filled up the remaining areas of the jar. So now you got a real full jar filled with rocks, pebbles taking up the other parts, and then the sand taking up the rest. He then asked once more if the jar was full. The students responded with a unanimous yes. Now, said the professor, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. Okay? This big jar is full of rocks and pebbles and sand. The rocks are the important things in your life, like your family, your partner, your health, your children. You know what I mean? Things that if everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, like your job, your house, your car. And the sand is everything else, the small stuff. Now, if you had put the sand into the jar first, there is no room for the pebbles or the rocks. The same goes for your life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are important to you. What I'm trying to say is, pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children. Take your partner out to dancing. There will always be time to go to work, clean the house, give a dinner party, or fix something around the house that needs to be fixing. Take care of the rocks first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest, that's just sand. Alright? Peace to you.